Alrighty, welcome to another Lightning Strikes Twice, where we have one topic apiece, 5 minutes to discuss amongst ourselves, and then we flip to the next one. And one knows what's going to be talked about, and the other does not. Vice versa. Hence, twice. So, what do you got for us?
Okay, well, mine's kind of a science slash current events. I suppose you could call it a current event. Have you heard about the increased potential for a Betelgeuse supernova?
I have not.
Well, it's like a thing now. I guess Betelgeuse is behaving very bizarrely lately, and it's like some people say, "Oh, it's nothing." Other people are like, "Actually, there could be a supernova, like a really big one, and like local to us, which would be amazing."
Huh. Would it be like visible or?
Oh God, it'd be visible in the day, like
Oh, jeez.
very, very bright. Betelgeuse is huge, and it's about 600 plus light years away. It's 648 light years away or something. So that's relatively close.
Huh.
So and I'm stoked. I think that would be fantastic. Like we have not the last local supernova that occurred was a really long time ago. I mean, we didn't have like cameras and telescopes and all this technology that we have. So to witness that happening, and it might turn into a black hole too, which would be even more incredible.
Huh.
It would be.
Is that close enough to have an effect on?
No. I think the only thing we'd really notice would be a lot of neutrinos, which don't do diddly shit. But that's an opportunity for science to occur.
Yeah. I hate it when I get neutrinos in my Coke and it just tastes all funny.
Yeah, it makes it kind of metallic, tingly-ish. Yeah. But I think it's a big deal. Like it is definitely behaving strangely, and it has been for a few years, but it's kind of like increasing in strangeness, like fluctuating in brightness a lot and stuff. And it like we haven't really studied supernovas this close that much, obviously. So who knows? I mean, it could happen today. It could happen in 1,000 years, but like
can you imagine like the huge marketing boost if Beetlejuice 2 had come out like a little bit later,
Oh my God, that would be incredible.
Beetlejuice 2 now in Supernova edition. Like,
imagine if they just made the movie and hung on to it until that happened, and then they release it right after it happened. Holy shit.
Yeah, we need to work in Hollywood.
Yeah. Well, it would literally be a day star. Like so bright.
The sun.
Yeah. I mean, it is a sun, but it would be super bright, like almost. I don't even know. Again, it's one of those things. Like we don't have enough information, but people can like estimate what it would be like. But it would be the brightest thing in the sky apart from the sun, which would be absolutely spectacular. And it would stick around. It isn't like, oh, it's just going to go boom and there's a little explosion and it kind of is bright for a minute and then it dims. No, it'd be bright for potentially months. So that would be awesome.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, crazy. So Beetlejuice and supernovas got me thinking of a sort of related thing. Did you hear that Red Dwarf may not actually come out this new season? Like they don't have enough money.
Yeah, I have heard about that. I don't know.
What if they're just waiting for our sun to go Red Dwarf?
Yeah. Yep. Which, yeah, our sun would probably end up being a red dwarf after it finally kicks the bucket. Billions of years from now. So it's like, well, let's hope that media that they have that series stored on survives that long. And this is the thing that probably will blow people's minds. If let's say Betelgeuse goes, like we witness a supernova occur um, this year, right? That means that it actually occurred during the Middle Ages,
Oh
like
yeah,
when it
yeah,
actually happened. Like,
yeah.
people were like riding on horses and building castles and like wearing like knight armor, and it's crazy.
That makes you wonder then now in light of this new discovery, if aliens in the time of Jesus or whatever could have been people escaping because they were like, oh shit, it's gonna go supernova in a
Oh
couple
no,
minutes.
dude, you're right. Whoa, that's a wild thought. Holy moly, man.
Yeah, one never knows.
I know that, man. That's deep thoughts, man. That's
Yeah,
awesome. But that's
Jack
something that,
Handy.
yeah, with Jack Handy. But that's something people generally don't consider is like how big space really is. That's man. Damn it. All right. Well, that was time.
Well, speaking of supernovas, there's a great song by Syrian called Supernova, and I did like a fan video a while back, so maybe we can link to that. I might
Yeah.
have made it private when we were getting all these like dings on the copyright, but
Hmm.
I could unprivatize it and
Yeah.
link it up there. That's a cool ass song.
Cool. Yeah.
All
Nice.
right, well, supernovas. See how we can tie this one together. I think it'll be possible. All right. So, how do I want to phrase this? Um, why do you think there's such a push to continue to increase the world population? Why is it bad to lower it?
Hmm. So this is like an overpopulation related kind of thing, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like there was, you know, before the election and stuff, Elon Musk was going around telling people you have to like have more sex because the world population is going down. It's like, why does this matter? Like,
No, you're right. Actually, no. Well, and it is going down, and that's like kind of almost like a biological, like intrinsic control valve that we have. Like people
right.
just end up having less kids, and I've actually my personal theory. There's a whole like gay frogs thing, which is kind of like that actually does happen in the wild when there's overpopulation. More and more
Mm.
frogs will be homosexual, so they won't procreate, and therefore won't overconsume.
Right.
And
Return the frogs gate.
yeah, yeah. But I think that might be occurring to some extent in one way or another, whether it be conscious or unconscious. That people are just having less kids, and I think that's fine. Like, I mean,
Mhm.
yeah, we could technically, the Earth can support with our technological prowess. The Earth can support a lot more people, but I don't think it's necessarily a good thing. Like it's
Yeah.
actually
Like,
better if anything, we're fine just maintaining the current population. Like it shouldn't go up. It doesn't necessarily need to go down, but it wouldn't hurt if it did.
yeah, I think it would actually benefit us in a lot of ways just because, like, while we may have the means and the square footage, let's say,
Mhm.
to accommodate people, we don't really have the social infrastructure or social maturity yet to provide all those things that we are capable of doing. So there's already so many people like having the most miserable existence, and I can see where a lot of people come from. Like, I don't want to bring a kid into this, like where there's like a bleak outlook where it's not going to get any better,
Oh
or
yeah,
at
like
least not before it gets
poverty and
worse.
wars and all kinds
Yeah.
of conflicts and things. Well, and I think maybe we could logically have a greater population that thrives if we didn't have borders, and it was kind of like the
Mhm.
whole planet is working together, right? For a
Right.
common goal. Like that, we could definitely, in fact, we could sustain way more people at that point, especially if we're like spacefaring people. We create colonies on other planets and go send off thousands of people to some far-flung star to figure out what's there. Um,
Well, the only thing standing in the way of that is three R's. right? Racism, religion, and rich people. Like,
Well, yeah, I mean, I would sum it up as the government, but that's my anarchist talking, my
yeah,
inner
but I mean,
anarchist.
like just among regular like citizens, let's say like those tend to be the three things that drive people toward that xenophobic mindset,
Mm-hmm.
where they want the borders there, they want the wall built, they want to keep the others out and have this pure master race bullshit, or like not have the the lowly scum around them. They want their rich friends around them, or like you don't practice the same thing I practice. You're wearing a headdress, I'm wearing a dot on my head or something, like
Well, and
so
that is going to exist. That's kind of almost sort of human nature is to fear the unknown.
mm-hmm.
But I think if we got rid of all that, like for somehow, I don't know
Yeah.
how, but it would probably take, honestly, the only way that would happen is if we had global nuclear war, like some major catastrophe. I don't know, a huge meteorite impact or an alien invasion or some kind of you know
I mean,
event.
there's another way that could go though. Like
This is true.
there's
Yeah.
episodes of Star Trek I think covered this, where like all of a sudden there's two warring factions on either side of the
Mm-hmm.
planet. Like it
Yeah.
could completely just divide everything.
Well, and that is the problem, is ignorance.
Mhm.
The only way is for everybody to be lifted up and be intelligent enough to be able to handle those scenarios and
Right.
take the inspiration to do the better thing. And uh, judging by what I see on Facebook and other social media, I have no hope
Mhm.
in that right now. Uh,
Right.
and that's where I think it's important to like educate people, like having discussions and that kind of thing, and challenging traditional thoughts and ways and whatever. I think that's good. Oh, damn. Okay. Well, all
Hmm.
right. Well, that was like a mini episode in itself, actually, because it kind of like meandered really fast between several different things,
Right.
all interconnected, of course, as we do.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. Well, that was good.
If you like what we do, you can check out our full episodes, which are now in their full uncut grandeur on patreon.com/chaos and bigcast. And Friday nights we have, kind of just the tip, 15, 20 minutes or so of clips from it. And then, when you've had the tip, you want the whole thing. So
I think you're gonna like it.